So welcome back, YouTubers, to the British Fist Evolution with me, Mark Crichton, and to my left, and your right, ladies and gentlemen, it's NJ.
What's up?
So we're going to be talking today about a topic that's very relevant, that people are talking about, not just in the YWC and the IWC, but actually with people are talking about in the social media. It's about Sting, and it's about the Undertaker. Now, Sting has signed a contract of some sort, I believe, with the WWE. Undertaker, of course, was beaten at WrestleMania 30 by the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. Do we think, first of all, before we continue this, do we think they should ever face off?
I feel the time has come and gone, and over the period of this video I'll explain why, but right now I think yes, the WWE may have tried to get Sting in the past and they couldn't do it, but the fact that they decided to go with The Undertaker losing his streak to Brock Lesnar, I don't feel Taker wrestling at WrestleMania against Sting of all names is important anymore.
Yeah, and that there, what you've just said, in lies the problem. If we go back to 2000, I absolutely want to see this match. I absolutely want to see Undertaker versus Sting at WrestleMania with the streak still on the line. Of course you do. The reality exists, ladies and gentlemen, that by the time that they were to, if they are to face off, it's going to be 2015. Both wrestlers are going to be their early to late 50s, depending on age, pushing 60 for the goodness sake. It's not the time. Now, I'm not going to... I love Taker. I've loved him through the years. I've watched him develop himself. I've watched him get over, all of the work throughout from the late 80s, early 90s to today. And the same with Sting. I watched Sting in WCW. I've watched him in TNA, etc., etc., etc. And I love both of them as individuals. I think they've put on some fantastic work through the years, some wonderful segments. This isn't right.
My biggest flaw, I want to talk about Sting more in a minute, but Take is the biggest reason why I don't think this match should happen. I feel that once I understood more about the streak, my understanding became the streak was Taker's blood, his lifeline, his reason to come back. So you kill that, you should really be killing the Undertaker. It should be my lifeline's cut, the plug is pulled, I have no reason to come back, my streak is dead, someone's defeated me, that's it. So that's what made me like and respect Undertaker's final matches. So to have that possibly not undone, but like it didn't really mean that. Brock ended the streak, but he can still come back and wrestle at the pay-per-view where streak ended. To me, I just wouldn't understand the full reasoning or importance of the streak.
That's the problem. What's the problem you've got? What's the point? What storyline can you possibly have that's actually going to engage people? You've got the possibility of them fighting at WrestleMania 31 in 2015. They're both going to be another year older. They're both going to be another year more battered. Like you've said, the streak is over. So there's no point in the whole, well, this is for the streak. Could they do a career versus career match? Possibly. But who at the end of the day, who wants to see two gentlemen past their best, past their prime, fighting in t-shirts? I don't. I don't.
We both agreed the streak played possibly WrestleMania 31's likelihood of allowance to happen. It was the streak that made us. If the streak was alive, we would have possibly wanted this match more.
If it was alive, we possibly would have. At the end of the day, I don't know. I just feel that Undertaker just needs to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, come back for some sort of promo to thank the fans, and that's it. I don't think he needs another match. He's not. Who's being put over here? You know, he's not putting Sting over. Who would be the winner, the real winner of that match? So, okay, Taker comes back and faces Sting at WrestleMania 31. Taker wins. Streak's still over, so he hasn't really won anything out of this. Sting comes into the WWE for the first time ever in his career, has his first match in there, loses. So he's not won either. Who's actually won here? Well, do you know who the only person that would win here? Vince McMahon. Yeah, exactly. The people that are making the money. Because there will be, you know, old timers in their 40s and 50s. Oh, I remember Sting from the good old days. I remember Taker from the good old days. Let's buy this pay-per-view. And that is the only reason why this match should take place. Money.
And talk about Sting. I saw Sting in TNA, and him in the ring, most of the time, he had to use a baseball bat to get the job done. If not that, he couldn't really lock in his submission. He couldn't really look brilliant in the ring.
Wrestled in a t-shirt.
Yes, he's getting trained by the WWE, so he could be a little bit more skip-de-doo in the ring, but not enough to bring out the best in a match. But it leaves me wondering. I don't agree it should up at WrestleMania, end of. But what happens if it's unlikely, very unlikely, especially with these names, these two face each other off in possibly maybe the only match at Hell in a Cell?
Again, if we go back 10 to 15 years, I'd have loved to have seen it. You know, the guys, you know, are in their late 50s. Pushing 60. Now, I know my father is 63, I think, 64 maybe. But my father's in his early 60s. He couldn't get in a ring and put on a show for thousands of people and go at a pace that's acceptable in this day and age of professional wrestling. And I don't expect them to, which is why I wouldn't care less about this match, because I wouldn't be entertained. I don't think there is enough reason for this match to happen, because there's no story. You know, if you've got a legitimate storyline that you can build, for example, you know, the Brock Lesnar fight with Undertaker, they had a little altercation at an MMA event, so there was a storyline that could be built, as there was with Triple H through the years, as there was with Shawn Michaels. They've never touched Sting and Taker. The only reason that people are putting them together is because they're two legends in two different businesses, one for WCW, one for the WWF back in the 80s and 90s. So you've got two legends in the business, two dark characters, so you're thinking, why not just shoot them off together in some sort of legend match? I'm sorry, but it's just not enough for me. It's not enough of a storyline to get me interested. It's not enough because I know they're going to struggle in the ring. It's going to be quite painful to watch two old geezers going at it.
I want to see another side to this match, apart from old fans wanting to see it, and for money. There's also the fact that Undertaker, in some fans' eyes, most fans' eyes, needs a better send-off.
He needs a better. I don't deny that. Look, I don't deny any of that. I don't deny the fact that Sting could come into WWE and be utilised in the right way. Okay, this, in my opinion, isn't the right way. It's not the right way for anybody involved, because it's not putting Sting over and it won't be putting Taker over. I agree with you what you're saying, though. Yes, Taker does need a send-off. They need to do something with him. They can't just simply have him wander away at WrestleMania 30 having lost, and that's the last we ever see of the guy. It's not fair.
My send-off, to be honest, if you did want Taker and Sting in the ring together, is possibly on WrestleMania. Taker comes out to Paul Heyman, who cuts a promo, and he tombstones Paul Heyman, leading to a Taker promo on Raw. Sting congratulates him or something along those lines. A match is not needed. The streak's dead. Taker should be dead. Sting, I'm sure WWE could wiggle another match out of Sting, but like we've both agreed right here, right now, there's not many point or liking or reasoning why these two should face each other at WrestleMania 31.
Yeah, and that is it basically. I'm not gonna say I don't respect these two guys because I don't want people to go away thinking, oh, but what? Why are these two guys, talking like this about two legends of the business? I love Sting. I love Taker. Should they wrestle together? No. Simple as that.
And now, people, please share your thoughts on The Undertaker, Sting, and this likely match in the comment section below. We look forward to reading your thoughts, talking back to you about your thoughts. And from Mark Ryden and me, NJ, the British Fist Evolution.
Evolution.
Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.